I'm Stephanie, the creative girl from behind the designs. Welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, thanks for stopping by. And if you haven't already done so, I would truly appreciate if you take a moment and subscribe to my channel. And then don't forget to turn on your notification alerts so that when I post my next video, you'll get a notification of it. So today, let's just start right in. I'm going to be decorating my January monthly in my catch-all. I'm still behind, but I will catch up. I promise I will. And I'm going to do kind of a wintry theme. So I've got here some snowflakes and snowmen and such. I couldn't tell you what books these came from because unfortunately I had some years ago taken apart some of my sticker books, Happy Planner sticker books, and I thought it was a great idea at the time, but it didn't turn out to be such a great idea now. So I've got some of those. I have my LaFleur sticker book. I've got Essential Seasons. I may be using some colorful boxes and then also something from Cheerful Seasons. And then I have some of this fun snowflake washi. So let me go ahead and pull out my January month. I'll set those aside. We have, you may have seen on my Instagram that I have already sent or posted a picture of the January dashboard for my catch-all. And I love how it came out. I just wish I had come up with the idea to do this faint lettering before I had put stickers down. It was a bit of a challenge, but I think it turned out great and I love it. So let me grab my January month, and then I'll put this aside. I also purchased a new black cover because since this is my catch-all, I didn't want to have my business name on it, so I'm going to put a new vinyl on it, and then I'll show you that when I finished with it. So let's get started. So I have a few ideas, and I can hopefully get through them without any problems since I have to say this is my first time doing a sticker plan with me on video. I usually just do them on my own. I tend to just jump right in and do what I got to do. So this will be a first. So hopefully it goes well. So my idea initially was to, since it's my catch-all, I mainly work with my business planner during the week, and I will pull this out as well, but this is where I manage my appointments and bills that are due and other things that may come up that aren't always directly related to business. So I am going to probably keep it on the minimal side only because it's kind of my first spread on video and I don't want it to take too long to do it. So first, and to save time again, I pre-marked all my pages in my sticker books. So what I'm going to start with first is always the sidebar. For me, that's just easiest, and then I kind of move to the right side of the pages. So I'm going to take this. I wanted to use my LaFleur sticker book with the theme because I tend to get the sticker books that go with the planner, but then I don't always use the sticker books in their entirety or even a whole lot. So I am going to do what I can throughout this year to make sure I use this book in the LaFleur planner. So I'm going to take first this green box for my sidebar. And so that I don't get these pages sticking together, let me just set one aside here. And I'm going to start at the bottom, I think, right? Because this one's a pretty long box. Nope, let me go all the way to the bottom here. You know, and then your challenge when you're doing it is to also get it on straight. I find sometimes I think it's straight, and then it doesn't turn out so well. So I think I'm good. And even if it's a little crooked, I just, I tend not to worry too much about things that aren't breaking the bank, so to speak. So I'm going to start there. And then what I wanted to do was move into my seasonal sticker book and my snowflakes. So I want to add on the bottom here a snowman. And I had 2 sizes, and I just wasn't sure which one would fit the best. Because for me, even though this isn't a, oh, here's more snowflakes I got marked. Even though this isn't a Christmas spread, I feel like I always like to decorate in a theme of some sort. And of course, then I will always go based on the month. Next month will probably be, you know, hearts and red and pink. And it's also many birthdays that month, including my own. So for January, I always like to do something wintry. I did have another snowman. Where did he go? I think it's a bit big, so I'm not sure I can use him. So this one is, see how it's pretty big. I only have a small space over here, so I think even though I like him, I think I'm going to have to forego on that. So let me take one of these. It does have kind of like a blue and a green theme, but I think because I need it to be facing a certain way, I'm going to go with, whoops, I'm going to go with, I think, a blue one. I just don't think green is very February or January, so we'll go with this one. So let's just put him over here. I think I want to put him outside of the box. Yeah, so cute. All right. Next, what I wanted to do was, I'm going to try and build left to right, and that, because that's just how I like to do it. And I also have on the side here just a sheet that I had created that lists out like what days were appointments and so forth, just so that I know where I'm putting boxes. So I think for this one over here, I did want to cover this, and I had decided on doing one of these boxes. I had it marked, let's see, where is it? This one I think I'm done with. I also have a fun little thing to do today for my marking my bills. It's not always fun paying bills, but it can be fun to mark them in your calendar, right? So these are boxes. I had something for up here and I can't find it now. So let me go on to the next thing quickly. So I have these transparent snowflakes. You got to be careful with this because once it unravels, it just goes crazy. So they peel backward like this, transparent tape, and then I can put it on. So I'm going to start there till I remember where I put my little box or thing that I wanted to do up there. So I'm going to take this one. Now I'm going to start on this side, and I'm going to work my way to the right. This can be tricky, this tape. So you got to be careful with it too, because it's very delicate. But I definitely wanted to add in snowflakes without a doubt. So I need to know how many snowflakes I can go. I'm going to do this in January. So I'm probably only going to be able to do this many here. So let's cut that. Just because I don't want to have to do it when it's already stuck down. So see, this is so delicate. I'm afraid. Okay, so let's get this one on here. I'm going to put it, the challenge then on the other side is going to be getting it the same, on the same level. Sometimes I use a ruler to do that. Other times I just eyeball it. So let's see how many I need here. So I want to give it a bit of a space. So I think I'll take 3 here. All right, so then we'll put this one down. Oops. I can't believe how delicate these are. Very pretty, but very delicate. So now the challenge is getting it to the same height. Sometimes I use my little handy dandy tweezers to help me out. Doesn't mean I'll get it right, but let's see. I think that's good. You can probably tell more than I could. There. I think we're good. And my little snowflakes are coming apart. Okay, so let's go to this side. Same thing. I want to do, I'll fix that one off camera. I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm going to leave some space, so I probably can only do this many. And where I am anyway, we usually get slammed with snow, but we've gotten away from, we've gotten lucky so far this year. I have a feeling though it's still coming sooner or later. Oh my gosh, these are paper thin. All right, so let's try and get this one on straight. Let's see. Oops. Nope, too high. You've probably seen that as well. It's hard talking and planning at the same time. Let's see. I think it's pretty close. Unless I'm completely off and looking in the wrong spot, which is possible. Let's see. Let's get over here. Probably, again, only this many. So let's get these off. Oh my gosh. I've had these. I couldn't even tell you where I got them. I've had them for years. And I have a lot of washi, and I had all the stickers picked out, and I'm like, you know, I really need to throw some washi in here because I just don't use it enough. And I have it, so why not use it, right? So let's go ahead and put this aside. I may or may not use more of that. I haven't quite decided yet. So now, I think what I was going to do was one of these boxes from this book. I was going to use, I think it was, oh, but that has the wrong word in it. I could do blue though. Let's do blue. And normally what I would do is white out this, because sometimes it'll show through the sticker, but because this is a solid color, I don't think I have to worry too much about that. So let's set that aside. I was trying to originally go for like a blue theme, but then I felt like, well, you know, I kind of want to use these boxes from the actual sticker book. So I was like, well, I think I'll do kind of like a mint. So this particular sticker says today. And I think what I'm going to do is I am going to layer it right down to the top of the box. So I'm just going to cut a smidge off. Kind of reminded me of a snow globe. Let's see if I cut too much. Nope, but it's not over far enough. So some of the Happy Planner stickers are super sticky, and you can, you know, can't peel them up as easily, and other times they're not. So if, you know, you're concerned, you might want to test it beforehand. So let's see. Now we're going to kind of shift over a little. Oh, sorry about that. We're going to choose from, most of the stickers are going to come from this book here. And I probably have all of the seasonal sticker books, and I think this year it's going to be the year of use all the sticker books. So we'll be seeing a lot more of these. So I think what I wanted to do, normally in my planner spreads, when there's a space up here or like down here, there's, you know, it's just boxes, I'll try and fill that up with washi tape or a large enough sticker. So I think what I want to do to bring this over is, again, stick with the same sticker book. I'm going to go with this one. And it says Warm Winter Wishes. It also has a lot of the snowflakes in it, which I'll be pulling over as well. I only have concern about the mittens. I'm not sure that the mittens are going to fit all the way. So let's see. I'm just going to center it. Now my question is these lines. So what I'm going to use is, let's see if I can find the size I'm looking for. is my Jelly Roll pen. It's just a white Jelly Roll, and it's a size 08. These, I believe, also may be linked in the on the blog, Shop My Post page, and they work super great on Happy Planner. And all I do is I'm just gonna white this out a little bit. Now, to my eye, I will always see it, but it's better than seeing the lines in between the clear stickers. So let me just go this way. Since I'm left-handed, I don't like to smudge the paint or smudge the ink from the pens. My mom was left-handed as well, and she used to write like this. I don't know how she did it. God bless her, because she somehow didn't smear her writing when she did it. So the funny thing about these pens that I've noticed is if you go down and then come back, it's gonna take some of it off. So you almost have to go in one fell swoop all the way down. So I probably could have used a 5. This was 8, because this first one did pretty good. I've also discovered if you use these Jelly Roll pens and you go over it with another pen, sometimes it'll pick up this ink from the first pen. So let me show you, let me grab a thicker pen out. So this is this I know is linked on the blog. This is the Uniball Signo broad pen, same thing, white. So I think this one's dry. Let's try and cover this one. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So I get the ink going and just, it's a better, but as you can tell, it does still, it's almost like it picks up the ink of the other pen. Let's see if I can cover this one a little bit more, because I will be putting down snowflakes, and I just want to be able to see the snowflake and not the black lines underneath it. So let's take this, and I'm going to center this in this box. I believe you can see pretty good. Let me check I'm on camera for you. All right, so let's see. I'm going to, center this about here. Perfect. The gloves do not get in the way. Okay. Then what I wanted to do was take some of the sticker snowflakes from that same book, Essential Seasons, and just kind of put it on either side. I have a big project table that I'm working on, but you'd think it wasn't that big. I seem to never have enough room. Okay, so I'm going to use this one, and then, because it has the silver in it, you know what? I think I may change that, because this has silver in it. I think I'm going to put this one back. And let's go with these here. Let's go with a solid color. Let's see here. I'm going to go with this one. All right. Oop. So I think I have one more. I think I'm going to put this one here. And I don't overly decorate the monthlies just because I actually use them fairly frequently. So then we'll just put this one, let's go this way. Okay, so I think I'm done with this one. I am going to use still something from here. I may pop in some snowflakes, but first I need to get my boxes in there. And for my boxes, let me make sure this was not one I was going to use. Oh, more snowflakes. And then I have 2 options for boxes. I have boxes from Colorful Boxes and LaFleur. Now this book, I think I have 7 of them. I use the boxes very frequently, but I was hoping to find in the LaFleur some coordinated boxes that had the corner cut out. I did, but they had florals on them, so I don't want to use those. So my option is to either use these colors, or I can use some silver boxes, which I think silver can be hard to photograph. It's so reflective, but it is very festive. So I think I'm going to do silver boxes for some, because I'm going to do something different for the when I mark bills. So these I'm going to use for appointments. So let's see, I'm going to grab one of these. And first appointment is here. And it doesn't matter whether you put them, start at the top, down. I mean, I just put them wherever. Meaning within the box, you can put them at the bottom, you can put them at the top. I will sometimes on the monthly layout at the very bottom, I'll write in when my daughter has activities or things of that nature. So the next appointment was, let's see here, the 24th. So let's put that down. And then I had one more, which I need a slightly bigger box for. Let's go with one of these. And that is on the 28th. So this one I'm going to put also somewhere in the middle. Okay. Now what I wanted to do was go back to the LaFleur, and I need a box for, oops, let's see, there really is, oh, here's, I don't know, is that gray or green? Looks kind of gray. So you know what, the only one they have is this big one. I don't know that I want to use that for the big one. So I'm going to set this aside. All right, so let's go to, we have our New Year's Day, and I had an idea, but it was they only had the gold foil in it. So I'm just going to see, I think this will fit in here. Barely. This is a big one. So let me just see. I'm not sure this one's going to work like I thought. I was trying to pick up all the silver, but I don't know that this is going to work as well. Let's see. I was hoping it's going to cover up. So, you know what I'm going to do? I'm hoping it's going to fit now. Let me move some things out of the way here. I'm just going to cut this and place them. Sometimes if you do it that way, what was I thinking? You can like shift them, like I can do this here. So I'm going to try and bring them all in. It will carry over a bit, but that's okay. Then this one's going to be a little harder, just because it has the eye in there. All right, here we go. Let's put this here. I just want to round this up a bit. All right. I think I can make it fit this way. We're going to give it a shot. See how it works. Let's see. That could almost be the eye. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, last one. This was the bigger one. The nice thing about the clear stickers is it doesn't really matter where you put them, you're always going to see them. Because they're clear, I love it. All right, I may need to cut some of that off. Let's see if I can get it in. Da-da. So it is covering up New Year's Day a little bit. I don't know. You know, I've got it down and now it's bugging me. So let me, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it up. Let's see. I'm not liking how it was looking. So I just need to, I'm probably going to end up getting both of them. Perfect. Okay. So that one is a bust. I'm not really sure I like it that way. So I'm just going to set those aside. I do have another one, but I don't want to go through all the sticker books at the moment. I'll do that off camera. Let's bring this back. So the next thing I was going to do was mark for the days that I have. I always, on my catch-all, I do the bills as well. So I'll like mark the days I do bills. So I'm going to do, there was some dots. Here we go. I'm going to grab 2 of these. So we need the third, let's see. Oh no, not the third. Let's see. This day and the 6th. So these days are paydays. It just gives me, the other thing I've done on the monthly spread is, and I'm just trying to stick to the color theme, is again, I would use these color dots and I would highlight the paydays. But I do have a blue, but it kind of wasn't the blue I was looking for. So I'm going to do those. And then I have some stamps that I was debating on using for, I'm going to mark each day that there is a bill with a little stamp. So I was hoping to find a little snowflake, but that's pretty small. Let me go to the next size. So these are clear stamps, and I think that'll be a good size. Let's take this one. I usually always try to use these because you can at least see where you're going with the stamp. A lot of the times with the wood block stamps, you can't see where you're putting it. So let's see. I need some, I don't know if I want to go with blue or I do have silver, but I don't want to do a silver for this. I actually want to do a color. So that, or this one might work. So let's see which one will work for, I want to try and match one of these colors. And a lot of the times they'll look, these Ranger, Tim Holtz Ranger Distress Inks are also on the Behind the Designs blog under the Hello page, Shop My Posts. I always like to use these stamps because they work wonderfully on Happy Planner paper. So all I'm going to do is see which one. On a quick note, all I do when I want to see what color it is, because I haven't made up a stamp list yet, is I'll just kind of brush the edge. So I can tell this one's a little too bright, but I do like this one. Funny thing is, this one is speckled egg. So let's go ahead and get those stamped in there. And I think for the most part that will complete my spread. So over here I will usually list the things I want to remember to get done this month. More important notes, things of that nature. So let's put this aside. We're going to do one for the 4th. Yes, I am going to love this. 7th. Here, let me make sure you can see this. So this is, okay, we have one here, and here, and, well, this will sure make paying bills fun, right? We have there, we have a 20th, and 21st, and 24th, 26th. Yes, this looks very fun. Love how this came out. And on this day, I don't know if I can fit them all in there, be just a little bit over. Okay, so those are the days that I need, those are reminders to me that I need to get in the checkbook and get some bills paid. And what I'll do, I usually don't, once I start writing in personal information, I don't post it, but I will post, sorry, I am cleaning my stamp. I like to be a clean crafter. Clean my stamp with some acrylic cleaner. And so what I'll do is I'll fill this in as best as I can off camera. And then if I have a few notes, I'll add them here. But for now, I mean, I think I'm pretty satisfied. I don't know that I want to add in any more snowflakes, just because I don't want it to be overly crowded. So let me just grab my planner. And then I think I'm pretty much done here. So what I'll do is I will get that other cover done. I'm going to do some vinyl for it. And then I'll get it posted. I still have to fill in my weeks. So also, because I am a bit behind, I plan to I haven't done my creative journal just yet because I am coming from creative journaling in a traveler's notebook, and I don't have, I haven't quite worked out my plan yet. And just to show you, let me see if I can grab one here quick and show you what I mean. So this was from May of 21, and these are, you know, how I did my creative journaling. So I know how to work with these. They're pretty expandable. So I am still working out my methodology for my planner, but I'll share it with you when I get to it. And so I will only be doing this one, and then my work planner will be the next video. Creative planning, journaling will come soon. I'm going to leave this open to dry for a little bit, but I also just wanted to lift this up to show you that I had labeled my projects paper, my creative journal. Remember I said I wanted to separate it? So what I did was I found this acetate at Joann's. So what's nice about it is it has gold flowers on one side, and then it's rose gold on the back side. So I think it paired nicely with this quote from the beginning of the creative journal. So I really love how that came out. And then I just used for the pages in the back, this is a Happy Planner tab, and I just used my Dymo label maker to create a label for it. So this is my January catch-all spread, and I really love how it turned out with the snowflakes and wintry theme, but not overly crowded to where I can't work on it. I like decorative planning, but I also like to be functional when I do it. So that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching.